and welcome to Bottoms Down, Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol. I'm so glad you joined us today. Check out the Bottoms Down YouTube channel homepage for easy access to videos to the body area you want to work on, or the amount of time you have for your yoga practice today, or if you want to stay seated or stand more. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. Don't forget it's free, and we'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment. In today's practice, we'll explore poses to get us moving. You'll only need a chair for today's class, and let's get started. So we're going to take a moment to move forward in our chair. Make sure that your feet are grounded to the earth and equally weighted, so you're not leaning one way or the other, or pronating or supinating. Same idea with the sits bones. So you want to make sure they are sitting, comfortably on the chair, but connected to that chair. Let's take our palms and flip them up towards the ceiling. Lift up through the heart. Pull the shoulders down out of the ears. Close the eyes. And breathe. Connecting to that breath, feeling the natural inhalation and exhalation. We're going to move that breath down into the diaphragm. As you inhale, we're going to fill the lungs from the bottom up. The belly will extend. And as you exhale, you're going to actively pull the belly button in towards the spine as you push the air up and out of the lungs. So do that a few times. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart and set your intentions for today's practice. One more breath here. Bring your hands back down to your thighs and open your eyes. Let's look out over that right shoulder. And we're going to look center. And let's look the other way. And look center. We're going to do that again. So let's look over that right shoulder and then just see, just with your eyes only, can you take that gaze just a little further over your shoulder? Come back center and let's go to the other side. So we're going to start by just looking over the shoulder and then see if you can take your gaze any further. And look forward. Good. All right. Let's take our hands down for a mountain pose. So starting with your hands down, palms are facing forward and fingers are stretched. Now, if that doesn't feel good for your hands, you're just going to leave your fingers not stretched. It's okay. All right, let's all release our hands stretched, and then we're going to come up into those goalpost arms, goddess arms, and squeeze the shoulder blades back behind you. So you've got a nice chest opening. I feel some stretch into my upper arms, and I'm squeezing my shoulder blades back behind. All right, now we're going to go on and move into that extended mountain pose. So with your right hand, you're going to grab the left wrist, and you're going to try to touch the ceiling, and then you're going to lean. So we always want to lengthen nice and long through the spine before we bend it. And then we're going to come up, bring the hands down, and let's do that whole thing one more time for the other side. Here we go. Mountain pose. Spread those fingers if that feels okay. Release the fingers. Come up to those goddess arms, goalpost arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades back behind you, lifting up through the sternum. Belly is tight. All right, fingertips to the ceiling. Now we're going to grab the other wrist and lengthen. And then we're going to lean. Oh man, that should feel good. Try to keep this opposite hip down, right? So we want to keep that connection to the chair there. One more breath, up we go, and release. All right, very good. So we're going to move into a seated twist. Now, there's a couple of ways you can do this. The first way, let's just do it that way. We're not going to cross the legs first. So we're going to take our left hand and we're going to bring it to the outside of that opposite knee. Take this hand and bring it back to the chair. Lengthen through the spine. Pull your shoulder back first. Then just turn and look over that shoulder. Just one more breath here. All right, let's face forward and we're going to do that on the other side. Ready? Here we go. Hand on the outside of that leg. Opposite hand back to the chair. Remember, pull the shoulder back first. Then turn and look over that shoulder. Just one more breath. All right, let's go ahead and face forward. Now we're going to add one thing on. So we're going to cross our leg on top. So I've started with my left leg on top. It doesn't really matter, okay? So now I'm going to take the opposite hand and I'm going to place it on the outside of that leg. Other hand comes back to the chair. Remember, let's lengthen nice and long through the spine. Pull that shoulder back. Turn and look over that shoulder. Now maybe you take your gaze just a little further. Only if that feels okay for you. One more breath. Let's all release that, uncross your legs, and let's go to the other side. So we're going to cross those legs. Then I'm going to bring this hand to the outer edge of that top leg. Other hand back behind. Lift through the spine, pull the shoulder back, turn and look. So just super gentle here. Even though I'm giving myself a little extra stretch by pulling on this leg, I'm still being very gentle. Take your gaze a little further if that feels okay. We just have one more breath. And let's all face forward. Unravel those legs and grab a sip of water. We're going to move into a boat pose series. So let's move forward in our chair. And we're going to hold on to that chair. And we're just going to lift our right knee up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to put that leg down. And then we're going to bring this other knee up and down. Okay, let's do that again. Lift up and down and up and down. Again, up and down, up and down. One more. Up and down, up and down. Okay, so not only are my quadriceps working, but the abdominals are working, okay? So now we're going to lift both knees. So we're going to go up and up and down and down. And then we'll switch to the other leg, up and down, okay? Hold on to that chair. You're going to want to lean back. You want to pull that belly in, right? So you see how I'm kind of pulling in and rounding just a little bit? So we're going to lift up and down and down. Let's lift up and down and down. Lift up and down and down. Lift up and down and down. Okay, so how did that feel? So we're going to do the same thing, but we're not going to hold the chair. All right, so let's do it. Let's just, and if you would, bring your palms facing up. All that does is it gives us this open chest. So if we kind of have our hands down here, we tend to want to bring those shoulders up. And I don't want that to happen. I want the heart to stay lifted. So let's bring those palms facing up. Here we go. Up and down. Switch sides. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Again. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Okay. Now, we're going to lift both knees at the same time. So remember, I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see me a little bit better. Okay? So here we go. Lift up and up. See how my belly is tight? I'm rounding. My back is not working here. It's all abdominals. Down and down. Let's do that again. Up and up. Hold. You got it. Down and down. Again. Up and up. Hold. Down and down. Let's do it one more time. Up and up. Hold. You got it. You got it. Down and down. And take a little break. Okay. So checking in, how's that feeling? Remember, we're adding on and we're building. You can always go back to the previous version. If you want to hold on to that chair, hold on to that chair. If you want to lift one leg at a time, lift one leg at a time. It's fine. You're still working those abdominals, okay? If you're with me, so we're going to lift and hold here, okay? So we're going to let go of that chair. Now, instead of up and down, we're going to go down and up. And again, down and up. Switch side. Down and up and down and up. Again, down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. All right, taking a moment here. Let's do a little cat-cow, building up any tension in that back. We don't want the back working, right? We want this all to be up in this side, but I know sometimes it happens. So just a little. All right, we're going to do the exact same thing again, okay? So remember, if you want to hold on to that chair, hold on to the chair. But if you're with me, we're going to get up in balance. We're going to let go of that chair. Are we ready? Here we go. Down and up again. Down and up again. Down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up, and release. Okay. So the next version, instead of our legs going down and down, they're going to go up and up. It's quite a challenge. Just do what feels good, right? If it doesn't feel good to you, then just hang on to that chair or keep doing the previous version. All right, are we ready? Let's get up into our balanced position. We're going to let go of that chair. Ha! Has everybody got it right? Shoulders are down out of the ears. There's no tension in that neck either. No tension in the jaw. So we're relaxed. Everything is relaxed. Our abdominals are doing all the work. Okay, are we ready? We're going to lift up and down and up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Again. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down, and take a little break. Was anybody leaning back and cheating by leaning all the way to the back of the chair? Don't do that, okay? I know, it's really easy to do. And to be honest, you're still working. Even if you've kind of using the back of the chair as a little bit of a cushion or a crutch, if you will, that's okay. I mean, I get it. But if we're going to do it one more time and see if you cannot use the back of the chair. See if you can just make your abdominals do all the work. All right, are we ready? Let's go ahead and come up. Pull that belly in, rounding just a little bit, right? No tension. Here we go. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Again, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and take a little break. Let's do a little cat-cow here. Just rounding the shoulders, tucking the chin, and lifting up. Okay, now we're going to work a little bit into the obliques. So this is kind of rowing your boat. So we're going to start with our feet on the floor, all right? We're going to bring our hands to our heart. Now, I'm going to take my left elbow and I'm going to bring it over towards the chair. But do you notice how my knees stay forward? Nothing is happening here. All the work is happening right at the ribs, okay? And then we're going to come center, and then we're going to come to the other side. And we're going to come center. Let's do that again. We're twisting. You should really feel all the work happening right at the ribs, and center, and twist, and center. Okay, now the add-on here, the first add-on, we've got a few add-ons here. The first add-on is I'm going to twist to the left, but I'm going to extend my right leg out. And then I'm going to come center, and then I'm going to twist the other side and extend that leg. And come center. Let's do that again. Twist, and center, twist the other way, and center. One more. Twist, come center, twist the other way, and come center, and take a little break. Okay, so the final add-on is we're going to balance, right? So you know where it's coming. We're going to not have our feet on the floor. So let's everybody, if you feel okay with it, and remember you can keep doing that version with the feet down, let's go ahead and get up and balance first, okay? So we're balanced here on the chair. See if you can let go. Bring your hands to heart, all right? So belly is super tight here. Let's start without the leg. So we're just going to twist. It doesn't matter. We're going to do both sides. So let's twist to the right first just to change it up. We're going to come center. And then we're going to twist to the left. And then we're going to come center. Let's do that one more time. Twist and center and twist and center. Okay, are we ready for the full expression of this series? All right, here we go. We're going to twist and we're going to extend the leg. And then we're going to come center. And twist the other way and extend the opposite leg and center. And twist, whop, and center. Almost fell here. And twist and center. Again, twist and center and twist and center. Go ahead and come to seated. Oh, and do a little cat and cow here. All right. We did it. That was really good work. I don't know about you, but my heart rate is a little elevated, right? So that gets me moving and gets a little bit of my heart rate up. So it's all good stuff. So the next thing we're going to do is a crescent lunge. So we've done crescent lunges before. If you've been with me, you kind of are familiar with this one. If you haven't been with me, don't worry. I'll take us through the whole thing. But we're going to take our right knee and we're going to open it. And then we're going to let our left knee fall down towards the floor. Then we're going to push that foot back just a little bit, okay? And I'm up on those back toes. And we're going to bring our hands to heart. Now, I want you to twist around and look at me. And then you're going to come back and look over your front leg. And then you're going to twist and you're going to look over the back of your chair. And you're going to come center. And let's do that again. Twist and look at me. And center. And twist and look over the back of the chair. And center. We're going to bring this leg up, face forward, and take a little break. Okay? So we're going to do the other side. So we're going to take our left knee and open it up. Right knee falls down towards the floor. Push the leg back. You're up on those back toes. Bring your hands to heart, and you're looking over that front leg. Okay, we're going to twist and look at me. And center. And you're going to twist and look over the back of your chair. And center. Let's do that again. Twist and look at me. And center. And twist and look over the back of your chair. And center. Okay. And release. Very good. So what we're going to do is the add-on here to kind of get that movement happening and get that body working is we're going to take our hips off of the chair. So the reason this one really gets us working is, first of all, we've got balance work, right? So we're not sitting, we're working our balance. And then we're going to be twisting. And so we're moving in addition to the whole, hips are off, that we're balancing, and then we're moving. So it's going to get us moving here. All right, so we're going to take that right knee, and we're going to open it wide, and we're going to let that left knee fall down. Push that foot back. Now let's everybody just move towards the edge of your chair. And remember, this is an add-on. You don't ever have to add on if you don't want to. It's fine. But we're going to slip our hips off of that chair. Okay? Kind of get your balance. Bring your hands to heart. Remember, abdominals are super tight here. Crown of the head is long. All right, we're going to twist and look at me. And then we're going to go center. And then we're going to twist and look over the back of our chair. And then we're going to look center and do that again. Twist and look at me. And center. Twist to the chair. And center. One more time. Are you feeling it? I know, me too, right? A lot of balance work in here. Belly tight. Twist and look over the back of the chair. Go ahead and look center. We're going to bring our hands down to the chair. Slip your hips back on and face forward. So we're not messing around today. We're moving. And that's part of the series, right? We're trying to get that heart rate up. We're trying to work a little bit harder, trying to burn a little bit of that fat here that we've got. So we're going to go to the other side. So we're going to take that knee open, let this knee fall down towards the floor, push the foot back behind you, come to the edge of the chair, hold on to that chair if you want to, slip your hips off. So kind of get your balance. Pull that belly in. Remember, abdominals are really working hard through this series. Bring your hands to your heart. Okay, let's twist to face me. And center. Twist and look over the chair. And center. Back to looking at me. And center. Bend that front knee a little more if you can. Over the chair. And center. Last time. See if you can bend any deeper, right? Oh, hello. And over the back of the chair. And center. Go ahead and grab the chair. Slip your hips up on and face forward. How'd you do? Good? All right, let's grab a sip of water. We're going to move into a warrior series. So we're going to take our right knee and we're going to open it wide and we're going to let our left knee fall straight down towards the floor. Bring your hands to heart. You're looking over your front knee. All right. From here, we're going to extend our arms up to the ceiling. Remember, you can always leave your elbows bent if that feels better. Then we're going to windmill and we're going to face forward. There's your warrior 2. We're going to bring that arm down and around, back up to that warrior 1. And then we're going to move back to that warrior 2 again. Let's bring that hand back down and up we go. And we're going to come back to that warrior 2. And up we go. And bring your hands down to the heart. Down to your chair. Okay, so we're going to add on to this side a little bit before we go to the other side. So now we're going to add a little bit of leg movement. So as I'm here in my warrior 1, I'm going to push my foot back just a little bit. Here I am in my warrior 1. Then when I move to my warrior 2, see what's happening to my legs? I'm extending this leg out and I'm up on those toes. And then I'm coming back to that warrior 1 and I'm going to bend that knee. And then I'm going to come back to that warrior 2. Okay? So let's give that one a try and see what we think. So first of all, we're going to start. Take this knee down towards the floor and maybe push the foot back just a little bit. You're going to start up on those toes. Okay? Bring your hands to your heart. Let's extend our arms up to that warrior 1. Now we're going to move to that warrior 2 and see how my leg is nice and long now. Here I am in my warrior 2. And then I'm going to bring this arm down and around. I'm going to come back to that warrior 1. And then I'm going to move into that warrior 2. Let's do that one more time. Up we go into warrior 1. Let's move to that warrior 2. Now I'm going to flip this front palm up and back into my reversed warrior. We're going to go back to that warrior 2. Squeeze the muscles against the bones in the arms. One more breath. Let's release. And let's do the other side just like that before we add on, okay? All right, so we're going to take this left knee now and I'm going to open it wide with my right knee going towards the floor. And I'm going to go ahead and push that foot back just a little bit, but not a lot. We're going to add more here in just a minute. Let's start here, up into that warrior 1. And then we're going to move to that warrior 2. So don't worry about the legs right now. Just leave them right where they are. Ready? Up we go into that warrior 1. Inhale here. Exhale into that warrior 2. Let's do that again. Up we go into that warrior 1. And then we're going to move to that warrior 2. Beautiful. All right, bring the hands back down. Now, let's extend that leg a little bit longer behind us. And then we're going to add the leg in, okay? So we're going to go to that warrior 1 first. Notice that my knee's a little bit bent here. Now, as we come into that warrior 2, I'm straightening my leg and I'm up on the side of that foot. Ready? Let's come down into that warrior 1 again. Inhale. Exhale into your warrior 2. Down and around into that warrior 1. We're going to move back to that warrior 2, and let's reverse that warrior. Flip that palm up and back. Feel that stretch. Back to that warrior 2. Squeeze the muscles against the bones in the arms. One more breath and face forward. So it's a little deeper pose, right? So we're going to add a side angle to that. And I'm going to go just to that second version. Now, if you want to keep the knee straight to the floor, that's fine. But if you want to come with me, then I'm going to do the version with my leg extended, okay? So let's start with that right knee. We're going to open it wide. That left knee is going to fall down, and then I'm going to push that Foot back just a little bit. Bring your hands to your heart, all right? Fingertips to ceiling for the full extension. Here is our warrior one, and we're going to move to that warrior two. Let's go ahead and reverse our warrior up and back. So we're going to do a little flow here. And then we're going to come to our side angle pose. So the fleshy part of this arm is on the fleshy part of the leg. Palm is facing up. Extend that arm out. Now, this hand, let's go ahead and place it on our waist and lift our heart just a little bit, and then extend. We're going to do one more add-on right now. We're going to bring that bicep by that ear. Oh, yeah. How's that feel? All right, let's open back up and come back into that warrior two. We're going to bring that arm down and around into our warrior one. Inhale here. Exhale, move back into that warrior two. Let's go back to that side angle pose and bring that bicep by that ear. And we're going to come back into that warrior two. And we're going to come around to our warrior one. Back to our warrior two. Side angle pose with that bicep by ear, if that feels okay for you. Back to that warrior two. Let's reverse our warrior up and back. Back we go to that warrior two. One more breath and release. Did I go too fast for you? So that's the idea today. We're moving, right? So hopefully I'm going through it enough times that you're kind of getting it, but we are moving a little faster than sometimes we do in our poses. Okay, let's do the other side. Here we go. We're going to open and let this knee fall down first. Push the foot back behind you. Bring your hands to your heart. All right, are we ready? Extending those arms up to the ceiling. Here we are in a warrior one pose. Now, we're going to windmill around to that warrior two. Down and around that arm goes, back up to that warrior one. Then we're going to move back around to that warrior two. And then we're going to come down and around back to that warrior one. We're going to move back to that warrior two. Let's go ahead and flip our front palm up and reverse our warrior. Back to your warrior two. Now we're going to come into side angle pose. So this is the arm that's going to come down by that, on that thigh, palm is facing up. Let's take the hand that's in the air, place it on our waist and lift our heart. So the idea is you want to really be lifted through the heart. So I'm not here, I'm lifted. Let's extend that arm. And then we're going to bring bicep by ear. And then we're going to come back into that warrior two. And then down to the warrior one. And then back to that warrior two. And side angle pose. Bring bicep by ear. Back to your warrior two. Down to the warrior one. Back to the warrior two. Side angle pose, bicep by ear if you want. Back to that warrior two. One more breath and release. Okay, how's everybody doing? We only have one more thing to add on. So you know that you don't have to add on, right? So you can keep doing any of the versions that we've done, or you can add on this final piece. Okay, here we go. Right knee comes open, left knee down towards the floor. Push the foot back, bring your hands to heart. Let's extend those arms up for that warrior one. We're going to move into, I'm going to move a little further edge to the edge of my chair. Move into that warrior two. Ready? Here we go. Back to that warrior one. And to that warrior two. Can we do that again? Back to warrior one. Move to warrior two. Ready for side angle? Side angle pose. We're going to bring our bicep by ear. Now we're going to bring that arm back out, and this final add-on, you're going to take this wrist and bring it down by your ankle. Oh my goodness. One more breath. Press back to that warrior two. Back to your warrior one. And to your warrior two. Side angle pose. Do you want to add bicep by ear? Let's bring that arm back out and let that opposite hand fall down. Pressing back up into warrior two. One more time. We've got this. Up to warrior one. Back to warrior two. Side angle pose. Wrist by ankle. Back to warrior two. And release. All right, we got to do the other side though. This is it. This is the last thing. And then we're moving on to another series. Okay, here we go. Open that left knee, right knee falls towards the floor. I know we're moving, aren't we? You're like, I don't know what we're doing, Carol. Just hang with me. Here we go. Extending those arms to that warrior one. You know what? I'm going to already move towards the edge of my chair. I was too close in. Here we go. I needed to move a little closer to the edge of my chair. Let's get to that warrior two. Any adjustments you need to make? This is a great time to make them. Are we ready? Down and around to that warrior one. Let's go back to that warrior two. Down and around to that warrior one. And back to that warrior two. Are we ready for side angle? Here we go. Side angle. Let's go ahead and bring that arm across, extended side angle. Now, bring that arm back out, and then we're going to let that wrist fall down by that ankle. Are we ready? Press back to that warrior two. Let's do that again. Warrior one. To warrior two. Side angle pose. Bring that arm out and open that wingspan. Press it up. Down to that warrior one. Back to your warrior two. Side angle pose. Open it up. One more breath. Back to warrior two. Squeeze the muscles against the bones in the arms. Activate that upper body. And release. Go ahead and have a seat. Wow. Did y'all feel that? I did. Okay. So the next series is really for those abdominals, and these are called good mornings. So we're going to move forward in our chair, and I want you to go ahead and lean back all the way and touch the chair and cross your arms at your chest. Now your knees are bent and your feet are on the floor. We're going to take a deep breath in, and on an exhale, we're going to come up into a seated position. Now, as you come back, I don't want you to relax. So you can touch the chair, but don't rest, and then up we go. So you're only using your abdominals here. And back we go, and up we go. Now you want to add the breath. It's an inhale back and an exhale up. Keep going. And up we go. So remember, we're touching the back of the chair, but we're not resting. Back we go, and up. We have one more like this. Back we go, and up. Okay, and release. Okay, so that's a great version, and you can stick with it. If you want to do the add-on, the next add-on, we're going to bring our hands behind our head. So it's the same thing. We're going to come back. Don't touch, well, you can touch, but don't rest, and up we go. And back we go, building into a little bit of heat into those abdominals, and up we go. And back, that's your inhale. If you want to add that breath, exhale as you come up. Otherwise, just don't hold your breath, right? If you don't want to add the yoga breath, don't hold your breath. Just breathe naturally. Up we go. We have two more. Down. And up. And down. And up. Okay, bring the hands down. Did you feel the difference there, right? It's quite a bit of difference in having the hands behind the head. Okay, so the final add-on, if you want to do it, is we're going to extend those legs long. So it changes everything. So if you want to start here, let's all just do a few here, kind of get how it feels, and then we'll do, so down we go, and up. Those feet stay down. So we're not letting those feet come up off the floor. So what happens if the feet come up, keep going, it's just the hips and the hip flexors are trying to help. They're super strong and they want to give you a hand. We don't want to make all the work be right here in those abdominals. All right, are we ready? You want to try the hands behind the head? Back we go. And up we go. And back we go. And up. Are you keeping those feet down? I know they want us to come up. I know they do. Don't let them. And up. Keep those elbows back as well. Right? And I'm not pulling on my head, right? My hands are just kind of resting there. My head is not even, I mean, you're just touching, right? It's not like I'm pulling on my head. Don't pull on that neck. In fact, if you want to just bring the hands here by your ears, then you know for sure you're not pulling on that neck. Can we do 2 more? Oh, we've got this. I know we do. We got 1 more. All right. Very, very good. Go ahead and bring your hands down and take just a little break here. So the next thing we're going to do is it's called rowing the boat. No, we're not doing boat pose. It's called criss-cross. So it's the same idea of, working into those oblique muscles. So I'm going to bring my hands behind my head, and I'm going to bring, my knees are bent and my feet are on the floor. I'm going to take this elbow and I'm going to cross over and I'm going to touch that knee, and then I'm going to come up, and then I'm going to do the other side. So I'm crossing and I'm touching the knee, and then I'm coming up. So if this doesn't feel good for you, for your back, don't do it, right? Cross and touch and up. Maybe you're here. Maybe that feels a little bit better for you, right? Your choice. Kind of pick that arm placement that works for you. Keep going. We got a few more. So we're crossing, touching, and up, and crossing and touching and up. Cross, touch, back we go, and release. Okay, so the final add-on, if you so desire, is you're going to extend those legs long. Okay, here we go. So it's just a little extra add-on, twist and down. Elbow comes to that bent knee, and then you extend the leg down. Elbow to bent knee and down. You should be feeling this by now. Abdominals are really working hard. Your oblique muscles are working hard, those side waist muscles, right? And down. Keep going. And down. Twist it. And down. 2 more on each side, though. I know. When I say 2, it's usually 4, because we have to do both sides. Last one, last time. Here we go. Last one, last side. And release. Go ahead and bend the knees. Go ahead and come back into your chair, and let's grab a sip of water. We're going to move into seated star pose. So we're going to start with just the legs and kind of get the feeling of that. So we're going to heel toe our feet just a couple of times wide. Knees are going to stay bent. Now, I'm moving forward in my chair. You can hold on to that chair if you want to, and we're just going to extend the legs out, and then we're going to bend the knees in. So remember, abdominals are really tight here. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. 1 more. Extend and bend. Okay, so now we're going to add the arms onto that before we add additional legs. Okay, so remember, lifting up nice and tall, shoulders are down, belly is tight. We're going to extend the legs out, and then our arms are going to go up into, this is a seated star pose. And then we're going to come down, and then we're going to open, and down, and open, and down. 1 more. Open, and down, and take a little break. Okay, so go ahead and bring those knees together. So now, the add-on for this is, instead of our legs going to start here, our legs are going to start here. So let's just do the legs first. If you want to hold on to that chair, go for it. So they're starting with the knees together, and then we're going to come out and in. You feel the difference, right? It's pretty significant. And out and in. Are you pulling that belly in and out? And in. 1 more. And out. And in. Okay. Are we ready to add the arms? Let's do it. Out. In. Out. In. Belly tight. Out. In. Try to make it a fluid movement. Out. In. out, in, out, in, out, in. One more. We've got this. Out and in. How'd that feel, right? We're going to move into a leaning mountain with a twist. Let's extend our hands towards the ceiling for that extended mountain. And we're going to take our right hand down to the chair. We're going to lengthen up, try to touch the ceiling, and then we're going to lean our mountain. Now, as we bring this hand up to towards the ceiling, I want you to turn and look up. We're going to bring that hand over as we lean our mountain again. Take your hand towards the ceiling, turn and look up. Then we're going to do that one final time. Turn and look up. Bring that hand down. And let's go to the other side. Okay, so let's start in our extended mountain. Bring the other hand down to the chair. Lengthen first. Then we're going to lean our mountain. And then we're going to turn and look up at the ceiling. And lean your mountain. And turn and look up at the ceiling. And lean that mountain. Look up at the ceiling. Bring your hands down. And release. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. The only difference is, instead of that hand on the chair for support, we're just going to let that hand come down by our side. So we've got to really work your abdominals and your side waist to give yourself that support that we did have with the hand being on the chair. Let's start an extended mountain. Ready? Let's bring that right hand down, but we're not going to touch the chair. Extend that left hand to the ceiling. Now we're going to lean. Keep this hip down. Let's come up and look up at the ceiling. And lean that mountain. Turn and look up at the ceiling. Do you feel the difference? Lean that mountain. Remember, you can always put that hand back on the chair if that feels better. Twist and look up. We got one more. Lean. Twist and look up. And release. Straight to the other side. Extended mountain. Left hand comes down. Right hand extends. Let's lean. And look up at that ceiling. And lean. And up and look at the ceiling. Down we go. Up we go. Last one. And up. Is your belly tight? And release. Wow, right? Are you pulling that belly in super tight? I know, me too. So I'm going to move a little bit forward in my chair. And I'm not going to hold on to my chair. I'm going to bring my hands to my heart. I'm going to lift my right knee up. Flex the foot. Push that foot out in front of you. Place the heel on the floor. Lengthen the hands to the ceiling. Bring them forward and walk your hand down the leg. And then up we go. Bring your hands back to heart. Bend the knee, put the foot on the floor. Bend that knee, bend the knee up, flex the foot, extend that leg. Put the foot on the floor, lengthen through the spine, and then walk the hands down the leg. One more breath. Come up, bend the knee, put the foot on the floor. Same leg, bring it up. Flex, push, place the heel on the floor, lengthen through the spine, walk the hands down the leg. Keeping the back flat, looking beyond those toes, feeling that stretch, and up we go. Let's do the other side. Hands to heart, bring that knee up, flex, push through that heel, hold that leg up, pull that belly in, don't lean back. Place the heel on the floor, lengthen through the spine, walk your hands down the leg. Feel that stretch in that hamstring, looking beyond those toes, keeping that back flat. And up we go. Bend the knee. Hands to heart. Extend. Foot down. Lengthen. Walk your hands down that leg. All right, bend the knee. Hands to heart. Bring that knee up. Flex the foot. Extend. Place the foot down. Lengthen through the spine. And walk those hands down that leg. One more breath. All right. So now I'm going to take my right ankle and I'm just going to lay it here on my left leg. Now, if this doesn't feel good for you, you can always cross ankle to ankle. Okay, it's fine. Okay, I'm just going to lengthen through my spine and I'm going to begin to let my heart fall forward. So a little stretch for the hip glute area back here. You feel that? All right, let's go ahead and come up and then let's rock our baby. Okay, place the leg down, lengthen through the spine, place the elbow there, chin on those fingers and press gently. If you like that version, smile. And up we go and rock your baby. Okay, and let's do one final version. I don't care, whatever you like to do. Just feel that stretch. Maybe you like the version that the arms come out and down. It's always a good version. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Just feel the stretch. All right, let's go to the other side. So maybe we just hang out here. You know, you could be great. This could be what you need right here, and that's fine. If you want a little more, you're going to lengthen through the spine and begin to let that heart fall forward. All right, let's come up and rock our baby. And put that leg down. This time I'm going to put my elbow here on that in front of the knee, and my chin is going to press down on those fingers. And up I go. And rock our baby. And the final version. Either of those two, but if you like the one where your arms come out and down, that's a good version. This is my favorite right here. I'm just going to stick with this one. One more breath. All right, go ahead and come up. We made it. Yay! Go ahead and sit back in your chair. You can lean back. Place those hands lightly on the thighs, flipping the palms up if that feels okay. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and close your eyes.
Make goodness. Good things don't come easy, but good things do indeed come. Put in the time, put in the effort. Push away thoughts of what you might be missing. Focus your awareness around the actual good you are creating. When the work gets tedious or challenging, let it be tedious. Let it be challenging. But keep on with it anyway. Time is the most valuable resource you have. Do all you can to make sure you're spending it on something equally valuable. It's an amazing feeling to discover how strong, effective, diligent you can be. Set yourself up and do what it takes to experience that feeling again and again. Make excellence your everyday attitude. Make goodness and value everywhere you go.
Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Reach up at the right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with the hands. Give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach up with the left hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that opposite hand down towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open your mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. I really appreciate it. Click on that subscribe button, leave me a comment, and I will see you next time.